Please adhere to YouTube's selected guidelines before viewing the content of this video. I do not encourage or condone any products, actions, or behaviors shown in this video. All videos are produced in a safe, professional, and controlled environment. Please do not attempt to replicate any actions performed during the video. All actions are performed by professionals.
Alright, so today I'm going to be day drinking at a public park in Fukuoka, Japan, which as a whole I am looking forward to doing a little bit more so than not, because today I'm feeling a little bit tired. I want to sit down, have a drink, and enjoy a little bit of a snack, and enjoy the view of a public park that I've never been to before. I'm going to Ohori Park to be precise, and it looks very pretty to me. There's a lake, there's a little area that you can kind of go through to walk in the middle of the lake, and it just looks like a pretty pleasant public park to day drink at, frankly put. I've probably got about a 5-minute walk left to the park. I've been walking for just about the last 30 minutes now. Backpack's a little heavy. I got my drinks in my backpack, got 2 small boy cans of Chew Highs, along with 2 onigiri to snack on once I get to the public park as well. We can see right next to a little bit of a busy road right now. There's a Family Mart over there. And overall, it's a very lively neighborhood without a doubt. Just gonna follow this, and if I follow this, I think we should make it to the park. Looks like they have a little bit of a dam or something like that, probably to control the flow of water out of the lake. I don't know if it's man-made or not. I think it is. If it is man-made, it's been there for quite a while, because I went to the Fukuoka City Museum. Went there earlier, and they had some maps showing like where everything used to be over the years and stuff like that. And in most of the maps, this lake was there. And it used to be used as part of the moat of the historic Fukuoka Castle, which doesn't really exist to any real extent today. Mostly ruins. There's still a couple ramparts and stuff that I do think are original, though. Don't quote me on that. I've never been there, but I do need to visit there as well. And the ruins are right next to this park, so it is kind of tempting after I have my first drink to kind of walk over there. I don't know if they're open right now, but it's kind of tempting to just go see if they are. No motor vehicles, no fire, no giving, no podiums, speeches, no picking up stuff off the ground, no, I don't know what that is. Maybe selling tickets, and then no feeding the pigeons. All right, well, I believe that means I'm all good. I don't see no signs saying no day drinking, whether they be in English or Japanese, so now I think it's my goal to find a nice spot to sit down. I think that's going to be the plan. Where do I want to go? I think real quick before I sit down anywhere, I'm just going to look over here and just get a good view of the lake. Oh, and there's a map. Perfect. All right, so we are currently right there. I kind of think it would be interesting to sit in the middle, but we could go to the other side as well. And there's like the castle ruins and stuff, so I'm thinking maybe walk over here, sit somewhere over here, and then walk and go that way after I sit down and have my first drink. Kind of thinking that might be the move, honestly. Let's get a nice view of the lake, though, first off. Just looking over there, I'm seeing some benches. Overall, it's a pretty picturesque lake, I'm not gonna lie. Got the orange, or not orange, I guess it's kind of like faded red to orange, but it's a red, like gazebo on the water over there. I got the bridge as well, looking very picturesque. Thinking probably want to go to the middle and find a spot. I think that's gonna be the plan, so let's go. Oh, all right, this is great. I'm not gonna have one right now because I want some food first. Let's go. So after I get off the bridge, y'all already know I'm gonna be using the smoking area, because that's what that is right there. Let's go. Hell yeah. I wonder if they'd let me use a swan boat under the influence. Yeah, it's looking very pretty over here. We were right over there next to the bridge. There's the orange gazebo on the water that I'm gonna go to in a moment, honestly, before I sit down, because I want to go see that. But here's The gazebo on the water. Man, they need some benches right here. This is where I want to drink. That's probably why they don't have benches right here, because otherwise everybody would just be hanging out here and nobody would actually get to experience this spot because everybody would just kind of be chilling. Something in there. I don't know what that is. But overall, pretty solid view from here. I will acknowledge a nice breeze kind of coming on me. Man, solid spot. Needs a bench. Needs an ashtray. Needs a trash can. But other than that, this is pretty good. I like this. I like this. Well, I think it's time for me to find a bench now. Do I want a bench facing this side or the other side? Kind of want to get a bench facing the other side because I've looked at this side a little bit. There's some stuff going down there as well. But I've looked at this side a little bit. I'm thinking, kind of want a bench facing the other side. So let's see if I can find one. We're coming up to another bridge. Looks very pretty. But seeing some benches, there's a couple over there, a couple over there. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? I'm kind of thinking one of these over here. I'm gonna take this one. Perfect. Now that I have gotten myself a solid spot though, and I gotta admit, I think that this is a solid spot. Oh man, that hurts. My knees are slightly in pain, I will acknowledge. But here's the bench. A little bit of bird crap right there. No biggie. Just don't gotta sit on that side. Got the swan boats over there. Got a cafe over there. Got a Starbucks kind of obstructed by the tree in front of me. And then we got a nice view over here as well. Don't know exactly what's over there, but I might have to look that up. And we just got a solid view of the lake, in my opinion. So what alcohol did I buy? Well, I bought an alcohol that I've never had before. Never day drank at this park before. Decided to buy some alcohol I've never had before. What I've got with me today, to be precise, is the Suntory Orange Punch 7% Chuhai. I believe this is a Chuhai. It's more of just a mixed drink than anything, in all honesty. I don't think this can really be classified as a Chuhai now that I'm really thinking about it. But yeah, Suntory Orange Punch 7% mixed drink. Got it at 7-Eleven for, I think, like 150 yen or something like that kind of thing. Not too bad of a price. Or was it 7-Eleven? No, it was Family Mart. I got it at Family Mart for like 150 yen. Not a bad price by any means, like $1 USD, roughly speaking. And the moment I got it out of the fridge, I proceeded to drop it on the floor in the middle of the convenience store, completely embarrassing myself, which is what it is, you know, it happens. But I'm just very thankful that I dented the can. Like we can see there's one dent right there and another dent up top. Like, I'm just thankful all I did was dent the can, and I didn't actually like have it explode all over the convenience store, because that would have been insanely embarrassing. I would have been like, man, now I gotta buy like $1 million worth of stuff. But thankfully it didn't explode. It just dropped. And that's the first drink I'm gonna be having today, I will acknowledge. Orange Punch. Hopefully it tastes like orange. I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's to, well, get to drinking it. So without further ado, let's get it cracked open. And smells like Sunny D. It smells like Sunny D. I'm not joking, it smells like Sunny D. It smells like an alcoholic Sunny D in the best way possible. Alright, I'm hoping I like this, because when I was a kid, Sunny D was my stuff. In fact, it was my stuff so much that my parents banned me from having Sunny D. I haven't had any in like 15 years just because I forgot about Sunny D until now. Like, I feel like I've just unlocked a childhood memory, because genuinely I forgot Sunny D existed. But without further ado, let's take a sip and let's find out how this is. I'm gonna be straight with y'all. It tastes like Sunny D with alcohol in it. Tastes like a very nice orangey, but not like super legit orange. But at the same time, there's a little bit of legitness in there. But yeah, it tastes like Sunny D with alcohol in it. In like the best way possible. Yeah. And there's a turtle over there. Oh, he just went under the water. But there's a turtle right over there. I don't know if he's going to surface again. Oh, there he is. There he is. I don't know if you guys can see him. But yeah, there he is. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Bro's like, man, Can I get a little bit of that? Wow, though. Yeah, it's very solid. The Suntory Orange Punch really does taste like orange punch with alcohol in it. And it's definitely got a little bit of a alcoholic Sunny D aspect to it, without a doubt. It's pretty solid. I wouldn't classify as being better than, let's say, like Strong Zero or a competing Chew High. Personally, I think for like daily drinking, I would really prefer one of those. But for just like every once in a while, I want something sweet. I want something that's a bit overwhelming, because it is a bit too sweet for me. Like, this is just a bit heavy on the sweetness, I'll acknowledge. But this stuff, very solid. And, I'm going to have to give it like a flat 3.5 out of 4. Flat 3.5 out of 4. The Suntory Orange Punch, very solid, very smooth, easy to drink. The 7% of alcohol is not super noticeable. You can definitely tell it has alcohol in it, but it's not insanely noticeable. It's not like hitting you kind of thing. And it's strong enough where it's starting to give me a buzz. Granted, I'm a little bit of a lightweight, but overall, solid bev, solid view. And now how can I complain about literally alcoholic Sunny D? I don't think I can. I genuinely forgot about Sunny D until now. I don't know how, but I did. Without further ado, though, now that I've taken a couple sips of my drink, and now that I'm like halfway through, honestly, I'm gonna go and get to eating my snack, because I do want a snack. It's been, I want to say, about 5 hours, 5.5 hours since the last time I really ate anything. So I'm gonna eat something. And it really is just such a beautiful view, though, not gonna lie. It really is very pretty. No complaints on my behalf. None at all. There's like some really low, really quiet, like vibe music going on. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know if somebody's actually playing an instrument or if it's just like speakers. There's some places in Japan that just like have vibe music, which is both a good and a bad thing. Like, sometimes the vibe music is gas and it's absolutely the vibe. Other times the vibe music just makes me sleepy, though. But that vibe music, it is the vibe, and it is hitting, because it's just like, oh, it's just a nice thing to have. Kind of, I'm hearing the bugs, I'm hearing all the other noises going on in the park, and then there's, under all that, just the vibe music going on. And I'm like, that's pretty solid, yeah. I don't know if y'all can hear it on camera, but it's there. It's there. I am getting buzzed, though. This 7% is hitting. I was thinking about getting a tall boy can of this and then just a small can of something else, but I was like, nah, I'll just get 2 small boy cans, because I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to drink 2, like, one big, one small. I was like, I don't think I want to do that. I was like, I think that's going to be, like, too much. Excuse me. And I'm very glad I decided on 2 small cans, because I gotta admit, 2 big cans would have been way too much. Although I knew that coming into this. I never had the consideration of buying 2 big cans, because last time I drank 2 big cans of alcohol, I just about blacked out, and I ended up on the floor with my face against it, because it was cold and it was making me not feel like I needed to throw up, and it was making the spins better. Not a very good experience, I will acknowledge. It's kind of made me stay away from wanting to drink a lot of alcohol. So I've been not drinking a lot of alcohol. At once, at least. Overall, we ball. I was just looking out into the pond, into the lake, and a fish hopped out of the water like a solid probably 6 inches, and it was just going. There's a bunch of birds on that, not like fence. It's not really a fence. It's more just like a bunch of like sticks in the water. but they're set up in a way where all the swan boats over there like can't like drift through and get out to the rest of the lake, which I suppose makes sense. They don't want people running off with the swan boats, of course, so understandable. Then I'm gonna finish this off though and get moving though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pack up though, because I want to get moving. I, before sunset, want to have a smoke, and I want to go check out the Fukuoka Castle ruins if I can. I don't know if I can. I'm not going to guarantee anything, but I want to go check that stuff out if I can. Perfect. No complaints on my behalf. Am I forgetting anything? This is the bench I was sitting on. Don't believe I'm forgetting anything. Think I'm all good to go. Let's take a look at the view once more. And let's get out of here, because it's 6:50 and the sun's going down in 40 minutes. So I have limited time for this experience today, because once the sun set, I can't really properly call it day drinking anymore. I am quite buzzed. I can say with confidence, I am quite buzzed. I am feeling good right now, and that wind feels great as well. I guess not particularly warm out here anymore, because it's gotten a little bit cloudy. The sun's going down. It's kind of behind the buildings in front of me, but it's still a bit warmer, so the breeze feels quite nice. No complaints on my behalf about the breeze. And the smoking area is right across the bridge. So once we cross, I'm having me a smoke. I'm ready for one. And man, look at those mountains over there. That's gorgeous. No complaints on my behalf. I'm the last one in here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take one more hit. And just pull one of those, stub it out, all just like that. Let's get to moving. I am buzzed, both from the alcohol and from that as well. I think I'm gonna get to walking over to the ruins though of Fukuoka Castle, and gonna see, even if I can't take a look at them from like the inside, because they might have like gates that are closed or something like that, I want to see if I can take a look from the outside, because I feel like that would be pretty fire. So I'm gonna go take a look. I was sitting somewhere right over there, past the swan boats. See the mountains in the background? This, honestly, goated park to day drink at. This is a 4 out of 4 park. You might not be able to smoke everywhere, but they have a smoking area. You can day drink anywhere you want. And it's got beautiful views, plus a nice breeze. Legitimately, no complaints on my behalf. This is goated. So there's turrets, 460 meters. There's a square, 290 meters. All right. Let's go. Nice view that way. Nice view in front of me. Vending machines over there. Ice cream and drinks. And those walls, definitely castle type look. They look like ramparts. But looks like we just walk over here. So I'm gonna do exactly that. I see some people like coming this way, so I'm gonna just walk this way. But yeah, there's some castle walls right there without a doubt. Those are some castle walls. I don't know if we can actually go in. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Check the weather real quick. That was some thunder I just heard. What's it looking? Oh, no. Okay, all right. So, it says rain forecasted. Rain is expected to start in 10 minutes and last for 30. So, my mission is to find a spot where I can sit down and enjoy my drink that is under a shelter. I think we should be fine. Maybe, hopefully. I hope so. Because I don't feel like getting rained on. Is there anywhere I can sit down under a shelter, though? Kind of want to, like, see if I can go in here first. And if it starts, like, raining, I'm going to run to a shelter and try to find one. Ooh. We're taking some risks today, y'all. We're taking some risks today. This looks like the castle entrance right here. It's closed to the public from June 30th to mid-December 2025. So I can't enter right here. Oh, that's not very good. Good to know, though. This is the east gate of the castle. Big walls. Big walls. Taller than me for sure. I think I'm gonna go back to one of those buildings I saw over there. And I think that's where I'm gonna be day drinking. This is a nice spot though. Good view of the skyline. No complaints on my behalf. But yeah, these clouds above making me a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Those clouds, the thunder, making me a little nervous. Plus, it is like 7:25, so sun's about to go down in like 5 minutes anyway. I think I've had a pretty full day drinking sesh. I just went ahead and cracked open a Kirin grapefruit flavored Chew High. That's what I've got open right now. 5%, I want to say. This is 5%. It is 5%. And overall, pretty solid so far, if you ask me. I have had one of these before. I decided, since I was going to be trying something new with that orange drink, that I also wanted to get something that I just knew I liked. Just in case I didn't really like the orange drink, I'd wanted to have something to like drink afterwards that I know I like. And so as such, I bought something I like. Grapefruit Kirin Chew High. I've had it before, I like it quite a bit. I'm a big fan of grapefruit flavored Chew Highs, I will admit, so no complaints on my behalf. I did end up liking the orange drink, but always good to have a backup just in case. It's getting a little bit dark out here, but I got a light right there. The clouds coming over. I'm thinking it's gonna be a chill night to stay at the Airbnb and drink a little more, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. I gotta drink at the Airbnb. I don't know if I'm gonna have it actually. I'm already pretty buzzed. I don't know if I'm gonna have any more tonight. I'm already feeling pretty good. Like, I was already feeling pretty buzzed from the first one, and I'm feeling even more buzzed now that I've like drank a bunch of this one. Like, I'm like halfway through this one. But like, I'm feeling buzzed. But I did just feel a raindrop. It is actually starting to rain though. I'm gonna go hide under the awning, because it is actually starting to rain just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm gonna move before it starts pouring, just in case it do. Only like 20 minutes of rain, so let's hide under the awning until it's done. Walk after that. But let's go hide right here at the visitor center, you know. Big ball of moves. They're closed, so I don't think they'll mind me hiding here for a minute. But yeah, that's pretty much all there was to my drink. No complaints on my behalf. Was very solid, if I do say so myself. Grapefruit Kirin Chew High. Overall, definitely a pretty solid drink, in my personal opinion. A solid 3.8 out of 4, if you ask me. It is actually starting to rain a little bit now, though. How much is it raining? Oh yeah. No, it is raining a bit. That rain is cold, though. I didn't realize quite how much it's raining until I like looked at it in the light, but it is starting to breeze, rain down a little bit. Starting to breeze, rain down a little bit. That makes no sense, but it is starting to rain a little bit. Big ball of moves here, you know what I'm saying? Big ball of moves, no complaints on my behalf. I think that's just about all I had to say. I think that's all I had to do for today's video. So I think I'm gonna end the video right here. I accomplished my goal. I went ahead and day drank at a public park in Fukuoka. And overall, I had a good time today. Both my drinks were great. No complaints on my behalf. Let me tell y'all what. This has been a very solid experience. And I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video today. If you guys have enjoyed watching this video, of course, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram, my book, my merch, my P.O. box. Not my P.O. box that's closed right now, but I have all the other stuff in the description down below. Go check it all out on my website, etc., etc. Appreciate y'all watching, though. Appreciate y'all watching. Until the next one, stay safe and peace, and have a great one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying?